on? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Man United Center, and I'm Luther. Welcome, people. We're getting closer and closer to the end of this torture. Yes, I call it torture, man. Yeah, it needs to end. But yeah, the news keep on using. It's international break. Um, that's when we get most of the what is going on, where, who, and when is we should expect some moves. The news today, basically around the fact that there is a genuine chance that KOBBIE Mainoo could leave this summer. There needs to be a compromise in negotiations for him to stay, right? But it is thought that a move might eventually be the best for all parties, right? So there is that, and also there's reports that Man United apparently have a dream signing. All right. So according to Fabrizio Romano and them, Tyler Dibbling is kind of a dream target for United. He is a player they like very much. All right. But very expensive. Obvious. We know 100 million. But with FFP, it could be complicated. All right. Southampton believe he is one of the best players in the world in terms of potential in his position. I'm glad they're saying potential there. Yeah. So, people, what's going on? I see Tony in the house. What's going on, Tony? Good to see you, man. AKS 97. What's going on, man? Good to have you. Good to have you here. Yep. Love is in the house. That's what's up. We like that. Fellas, hope you guys had a good Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. Now it could be with some of you guys it's already Friday, but we're getting closer, man. Closer and closer to the end of this international break where we can get real football, right? We're gonna get real football back soon here over the weekend. I think we're gonna get some FA Cup games. All right. But Tony, listen, definitely another beautiful day, man. Yeah, but Tony said, man, I'm tired still. Yeah, man. Honestly, today was beautiful, man. I went out there, did a little bit I walked. I didn't do nothing crazy after working. Stepped out, worked from home today, went out, walked, enjoyed the weather a little bit, but yeah, it's been nice. Yeah, man. So, came in and looked at some of this info. Apparently, Tyler Dibbling is a dream signing for Manchester United. Now, is it a dream signing for Ruben Amorim, or is it a dream signing for Wilcox? Because Wilcox worked with Tyler Dibbling at Southampton. What's up with that? People, smash those likes. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you are new here, I'm blessed that you guys are here. Smash that like, hit the subscribe, and I'm Luther, right? So this story about him being a dream signing, right? So Fabrizio and them, they're telling us that Ruben Amorim, when he was out there at Sporting, when he took this job, he was like, man, if I get that United job, my dream signing is Tyler Dibbling. Really? Come on, man. There's no way. Right, Amorim's dream signing when he was leaving Sporting, it was of course to bring in Quenda, but of course we fumbled that. We couldn't get that done. And of course another dream signing would be maybe to bring in a Gyökeres, but Tyler Dibbling, I don't think he was really in his peripheral saying, oh, hey, I gotta get this kid. Come on, some of these stories, they're kind of hard to believe sometimes. Let's see. AKS is saying, just chilling, having my dinner here with the best presenter on YouTube. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. What are you having for dinner, AKS? I just finished dinner myself. It was a little bit of Caesar salad, and I had Caesar salad, and I had some chicken on it. Luther, you had turned off your mic. I did. How did I do that? Really? Uh, my, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Tony, can you hear me now? How did I turn off my mic? No, that. Do do do. Testing, testing. Mic check 1 2. This is how we do. How about now? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Steward lentils, macaroni pie, some vegetable salad. Yeah, I'm a vegetarian. Nice, nice, nice. All right. You think we're good? We're good. We're good. Norwich is in the house. What's going on, Norwich? What up? What up? What up? Hope you guys can hear me. Yes, yes, cool. All right. Yeah, that dinner sounds pretty good, man. Pretty good. All right, all right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man. So this whole story of Tyler Dibring being Ruben Amorim's dream signing, I don't know. I think it's one of those, like, right now what they're doing at Old Trafford is they sign players in a committee type of thing where Ruben Amorim has his saying, Wilcox, maybe Barada, and then they come in an agreement and then they go for the player. All right. So this, signing, it could probably have been like a dream signing for the likes of course, Wilcox. Wilcox may like him, and Wilcox is one of those that is very highly respected, member of that team. So again, and of course, with Southampton knowing that, okay, this kid, he has like over 14 teams looking at him. That's why they put in that crazy price of 100 million, which is ridiculous. And I'm sure they did that knowing that whoever's going to come in, if it's United, obviously, because of the links with them, we're going to come in there with a low price, maybe a light, I don't know, 60 is going to be too much, maybe like a 40 or something, right? And we're going to make it in a way that either they take it or leave it, right? Right. So, yeah. So it's one of those. Now, if at all we sign him, it's going to be interesting, especially because if Southampton now they're putting his price at 100 million, and that brings us to this other idea where if it's a dream signing for United, where are they going to get the money, right? So talking about the money, we see reports that the story about KOBBIE Mainoo, right? There's a huge possibility that KOBBIE Mainoo could be heading out of the door. Now, of course, KOBBIE Mainoo leaving, it's all like the way it started. They started talking about his contract situation. He's demanding so much money, which, of course, most of that is agent driven, right? I cannot really see KOBBIE Mainoo being like, yo, I need to be paid like over 200,000, some crazy number like that. I don't think he's that kid, who'll be like, kind of guided by money, right? This kid just wants to play, all right? Maybe, of course, he just wants to be paid equally based on what he provides as far as service. I heard or I saw somewhere that he's only getting paid 20,000 a week. Now, for regular folks, 20,000 a week, you'd be like, yo, that's good money, right? But for him, it's obviously it's not. Especially if he sees the likes of Luke Shaw, how much they're getting for not playing. All right. Okay, if he sees his fellow teenager like Lenny Yoro getting paid decent money, maybe I think Yoro is probably close to 80 or something like that, right? They're getting paid decent money and he's getting paid 20, whereas last season, the kid was on fire. He made it to the England national team. He was a key member of our squad. He had everything going on for him last season. Of course, this season, injuries, all of a sudden, the narrative has changed. It's so crazy the way things work out when it comes to our team, man. We know how to build up players, be like, yo, man, he's the best thing ever, so that we can tear them down, right? So right now, this season, obviously he struggled, injury, and people are like, well, he doesn't really fit Amorim's system. We should just let him go, kind of thing. We haven't been that team that we usually sell our talent, but it's just interesting. Nice, okay, sounds good. I see that. Yeah, Tony, I get what you mean. So looking in Manu, most likely staying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This could all be like, what they call it, smoking mirrors and all this stuff, a way for Ineos to play a game here, right? So they're gonna say this guy is leaving, and then once you get to a certain point, because they know they cannot really bring us the type of players that we want or the caliber, and then when we're gonna see at one point this guy, deal agreed, we see him signing the contract, and then he's gonna look like a whole new player we brought in. Everybody's gonna be, yeah, I'm glad KOBBIE's staying. You know how they're gonna play around with their emotions, right? They did that with Martial a couple years back, right? Throughout, there was this thing, Martial is gonna leave, he's gonna whatever, and then because they couldn't really bring in those big names, as we're getting closer to the end of the transfer window, Martial signed. Contract extension, everybody was happy. Boom, we kept it moving, right? So it could very well be that could be the situation here with Manu. I do not see Manu leaving. If anybody that I see leaving, guys, I think Garnacho. I think Garnacho is going to be the one for me. I think he may be the one leaving, right? So again, yeah, cool. It definitely, Tony, clever marketing, right? Because right now, the Ineos and the team, they sit in the boardroom. They're like, listen, all right, we're gonna offload maybe like 10 players. We do not have money to bring in 10 players or really quality players in. So what do we do? Because those fans, they're going to be on our case. All right, we got to find a way to do something here. That way we try to keep them on our side, right? So yeah, clever marketing. It's trying to play around with our emotions, and then later on say, yeah, he signed. Messi fan 10. What up? Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I was there. Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, Manu is gonna stay. Manu's gonna stay because honestly, with a kid like him, man, we should be trying to build a team around him, right? Kid is quality. The only thing is, okay, people may say, well, how does he really fit in Amorim's system? Where, what position he's really, really good at, but he's one of those that I'm sure Amorim can coach him to play a certain role that can work, right? He has been injured, so he hasn't been able to really, work with him as much. So we may see something, hopefully when he comes back, after he signs his new contract extension or new contract, we're going to see what he can do. But I think, he's that guy who can make a difference, right? So yeah, I also do not see him honestly leaving. They could also start saying we have a new coach for next season, Ruben Amorim 2.0. There you go. It could be one of those, man. Because it's going to be a new coach, Ruben Amorim 2.0. He's going to have his players. It's going to be great. They can definitely do something like that. Right. Yeah, they definitely going to have to come up with some creative ways to keep us all relaxed. And hopefully they just start winning and winning. Yeah. And that could be it. And once we start winning, man, all of a sudden people forget everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we should hope that all these stories are just like fake news. Because we heard so many stories about KOBBIE Manu, man. One time it was that he's leaving, next thing he's staying. Now we're seeing that he's most likely that we're going to part ways. Yeah, it's I don't see that happening. But Garnacho, I could see that could kind of happen because Garnacho almost left for Napoli last January, right? So I can see something like that happening, right? So. I don't know if you guys saw that story, man, today, talking about the way we treat our players. Did you guys see that, the Ugarte story? the way he was being abused online. Like I'm telling you, sometimes Man United fans, we're something else, man. So in case you didn't see it, Ugarte had a stink of a game versus Bolivia, right? He had a terrible game. Now in Bolivia, where that stadium is, you're playing. I think let me find out. Let me see here. I think it's about. Hold on a second. I want to say it's. What is that? How high is that stadium? Based on altitude, right? So basically, when what was happening is once you play at such a certain altitude, obviously based on you're not getting as much oxygen, right? And your body, if it doesn't adjust, you know, fast enough, you're obviously you're unable to breathe properly. You cannot be make. So basically, dude was missing simple passes because he cannot focus, being the way he was dealing with the whole altitude situation. So yeah. So the stadium, the game yesterday was played at 4,150 meters, which is over 13,600 feet. All right, above sea level. Right, when it comes to altitude. Right, and at that height, oxygen levels drop by around 40%. Okay, which has a massive effect on your body. All right, you get tired faster. Your muscles don't recover properly. Your brain fogs up, and even breathing feels like a workout. So, right. So Ugarte obviously underperformed. Guys, I'm reading a story here from this was from the Manchester Evening News, I think. He was literally playing in conditions his body isn't adapted to. Of course, now the issue compared to the people who the players for Bolivia, they're used to that altitude, right? So their bodies adjusted, right? But the amount of hate that the Ugarte was getting online, people were like, "Get out of our club, you a crap," all these things, right? It's terrible to see because the way we treat our own. And honestly, it started early with Ugarte, man. Ever since he came, people were like, "Well, why did we spend 50 million on this guy and all this mess?" So it's pretty sad that. And honestly, Ugarte this season, he has played pretty well, right? A few games he played bad, but most of the games I think he was pretty good. I'm not dismissing this season, but I am so excited to see the starting 11. Yep, for next season. Yep. AKS is saying Menu, Ahmad, Garnacho, Rasmus, Heaven, Yoro, Cheeto, Ugarte, Delit are great for the future, but they desperately need some winning experience. To help them level up. That's very true. All right. Amazing for training altitude. Yep. I believe there's a couple of high-profile gyms that train MMA fighters in the preparation for. Yeah, exactly. So if you go there if you're doing those high altitude training, if you do that incrementally, your body adjusts to it. But these guys, they came just a few days before the game, and then you started playing at high intensity and all this stuff. Your body, cannot handle it. So and dude suffered. So, but yeah, it's sad sometimes the way we treat our players, man. I believe they, Messi fan is saying that it's fight every day. Ruben, right? Really, I felt like Ugarte was definitely a part of the club's future. Yeah, he is. He is definitely a part of the future. He's definitely part of the future. Obviously, in Amorim's system, he's the guy. He fits like a glove. But for some reason, the fans they've turned on him quick, man. They've turned on him quick, and of course, it's not a lot of them. It's not a huge contingent of United fans doing that, but there's a huge portion, especially if you go to X and see some of the abuse that he was getting. I'm like, yo, man, he's one of our own people. Cut him some slack. Understand what was going on there. The dude had to come out and get oxygen and all this stuff, right? United FC07. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Amadinho is back. Not quite yet. On his way, though. On his way. On his way, man. On his way. Yeah, man. I know FC is coming in hot. No, man, he's not back. He's not back. All right. He's on his way, though. He's healing fast. He has one of those bones. Of course, being young, too, helps. Yeah, man. You think he's going to be back for City game? I'm thinking more after a Newcastle game. I mean, listen, man. I'm saying this. Let's not rush this guy back, okay? Let's not rush him because we don't want to rush him back and then next thing he breaks down, we don't have him for the whole next season. Next season is going to be crucial, right? Right now, we're lucky that this time around when we go up against Nottingham Forest, when we go up against City, we actually going to have Ruben Amorim is going to be like, hallelujah, I have a squad I can choose from because a lot of the injured players, they're back, right? So he actually has depth, you know what I mean? But Ahmad, let him take it easy. And these 2 games here for Nottingham Forest, for City, we can make do. All right. Even for Lyon, we can make do first leg. After that, he can come in and help us get to the next round. Let's see. United say, yeah. Tony's like, I'm chomping at the bits for my boy Ahmad. Yeah, man. Listen, you got the jersey. Norwich and the delusional one is the stream Luther. All right, yeah, man. Listen, I can only delusion is it's okay. No, I'm rushing. We're playing good right now, so I don't want to put pressure on Amadinho. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and listen, imagine now Nottingham Forest, dude. Ruben Amorim is going to have Manny Mace to choose from. All right. Yeah, he's Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw is going to be available as well, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, Luke Shaw, as far as being a center back, he can do that job. You have Dogu, you have Ugarte, Casemiro. So we do have numbers. Rasmus, Xerxes. We got numbers. We can let the guy heal in peace without being rushed in. And Heaven was seen wearing a boot. So I don't know how soon he'll be back, but I don't think he's going to be available for that Nottingham Forest game. But even him, we do have coverage back there, right? We got Maguire's back. Lindelof is good. He can provide coverage, right? So yeah, let Heaven heal. Let's see. But yeah, today he was seen leaving Carrington. He had a boot on his left foot. So we shall see. We can't. Why can't we just be T2 movie where all these players are made of steel skeletons, right? And injuries are not a thing. I know, right? Yeah, be like a cyborg. Yeah, man, that would be great. That would be great. Tony is saying that why can't our players be Wolverine? That's not a bad idea too. Rasta Stocks is in the house. What's going on, brother Rasta? Hope you're good, man. Hope you're good. Hope you are good. Okay, Rasta is saying sometimes all these things that they post and take pictures of, it's not necessarily true. It could be an old picture that they post. Yeah, that's very true. He's referring to that Heaven picture. Because Heaven was seen wearing a boot getting into the car. So that could be it, right? That could be it. But Brother Rasta, listen, man, are we in the games coming up? Nottingham Forest, Man City. Are we winning all of them? United FC07 says, can't wait for GOAT Harry Maguire, the 3 junior to be in those matches. Yep. Yeah, man. Maguire is going to be back there doing what he's supposed to be doing. And he got Delit. He got Euro. Come on, man. Timeout box. Let's see. Agree FC. Rasta say, bless our people. Yeah, yeah. I'm more focused on winning the Europa. Dude, me too, man. Me too. That's what I want. I'm telling you, I think ideally, guys, Ruben Amorim should do like a Mourinho, right? Whatever you do, you focus on Europa, because that's, of course, that's the ultimate goal. But I think what Ruben is going to do in these coming games, Nottingham Forest, City, before Lyon game, he's going to use it to say, okay, which players they're going to be fit and available, and I can see them give me a result for that Lyon game. I'm sure he's looking at Lyon game, but if you ask the manager, he'll be like, no, we don't look that far ahead. We only play the next game. We only focus for the next game. So, hey, listen, it's all good. Nottingham Forest game, it's going to be tough, but I think we can get a result in Nottingham Forest, all right? We definitely need to climb that table for sure, all right? Because each spot we climb on that table, we get, I think, if I'm not mistaken, about 3 million. So there's a good reason for winning our games, right? We want to win our game to climb that table. We climb the table, it's, I think, 3 million as we're climbing the table, right? Because the higher we finish, of course, more money, and we are broke, so we need that money. Let's see. Yes, United has similar. Okay. Don't spam Norwich. Yeah, Norwich, no spamming, man. No spamming. Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, so we got the Mano thing. Mano could be leaving, but it doesn't look like it could be fake news, which I think it is. Now, I think Ruben Amorim, I think we're gonna get a player from the Portuguese league. All right, and I think this kid too, here that I'm seeing reports that Manchester United are willing to fight for the signing of Braga, Roger Fernandez. Ruben Amorim will have a strong say on potential deal. Right now, I watched some of his compilation with Roger Fernandez. He's decent. Young. How much is he gonna cost us? I think it's like 40 million or something, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to. We definitely gonna bring in a Portuguese player. If it's not him, there's always Trincao, right? There's always Trincao who we can go and get, right? Because at the end of the day, Manchester United, we cannot afford to have a whole bunch of potentials in the field. We need experienced heads, right? We need experienced heads, and that's why sometimes if this idea of Tyler Dibbling 100 million or whatever amount that they want to get from us, it's not worth it, because you're putting so much into a potential kid, right? And also, as someone said yesterday, like Tyler Dibbling, some games he did not play well. So he's not one of those who gives you 8 out of 10s every game. Some of the games he's terrible, right? So, and that's what you're getting from a young player. Every young player that you like Garnacho, for example. Some games he'll give you some really good numbers. Some games forms dips. That's what you get from young player. So yeah, we should not be splashing all that cash on Tyler. Tony says, I just watched that movie Dangerous Minds the other day for the first time since the 90s. Oh wow, I haven't watched it in a long time, man. I'm so sad that Trent is going to Liverpool. I mean, Trent is going. No, Trent is going to Real Madrid. United FC 7 said, I'm so sad that Trent is going to Liverpool. How else were we going to score against Liverpool? I think you mean Real Madrid, right? Yeah, man. Listen, Liverpool, some of the pictures we see them burning Trent's jersey, it's not fair, man. It's not fair. The guy has given everything for Liverpool, right? Let him go out there and get some trophies, right? Let him go out there and get some trophies, experience something different. That's what he wants, right? Yeah, and I think in Real Madrid system, he'll do pretty good. He'll do pretty good because he's more of an offensive uh, right back. And listen, Real attack a lot, so he'll be good. Actually, I cannot wait to see him perform in Real Madrid. I think he's gonna be great for them. I don't know if they're gonna allow him to take some of those free kicks because dude cat he can bend it. All right, how old is Trincao? Trincao is I think I want to say 20. Trincao. Trincao from Sporting. The guy is 25. He's 25 years old. Right there. He's right where we need him to be. You know? 25. All right. Tell me, is it better? Remember no, that's funny. Benzema would want to smash. Yeah. So definitely he will definitely be a good addition if we were to get him. We shall see. We shall see. But honestly, as we were saying yesterday, this summer window is going to be very interesting to see who we're going to be able to bring in, right? Based on our limited funds, who we're going to be able to bring in, and also we're going to be linked with everybody. There have to be a lot of deals that will need to be hashed out to make sure we can bring these guys in. And today we saw reports that from Sir Jim and Barada, they were saying, listen, what they're trying to do now is focus on players' availability, right? If you're getting paid high wages, they need to see you on the field, right? It's one of those they don't want this thing like Luke Shaw getting paid crazy money, not over 300, but he's get paid good money, but he's not available. Manny Mace, same thing, decent money, not available. They don't want to see that. So their transfer strategy going forward is gonna be looking into players' fitness, which you would think it would be like a standard procedure to make sure that these players are actually going to be available to play. They don't want to spend good money and then you're sitting there on the bench or not performing. Like, for example, Casemiro, all right? Of course, his legs are gone, but he's sitting there holding bench, collecting 300K, right? That is ridiculous. So going forward, their strategy will be to make sure that that does not happen. You see my boy Duran scored. Yeah, in Colombia versus Portugal. Yeah. I did, man. Yeah. Dude, Duran, man, Duran would have worked very well in that United setup. But again, 70 mil. We didn't have it. And we didn't have it. But and again, he was Premier League proven, so he kind of ticked a lot of boxes too for us. But for some reason, the links were not really linking. Like, we didn't hear a lot that dude is being linked with United and all this stuff, right? But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna see who we're gonna end up bringing, right? Talking about strikers, Victor Gyökeres' assessment of where Manchester United are at the moment is that is not the option to take in the summer where he'll be turning 27. He wants to go to a club where he can prove himself and win trophies. This is according to Duncan Castles, right? So Gyökeres wants to win trophies. So right now, he probably feels like if he comes to United, the chance to win trophies could be in 2-3 years. No, so the guy does not feel like he could wait that long. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. Yeah, I don't blame him at all. So listen, man. I haven't seen any type of message like that from Osimhen, right? So if Osimhen, of course, Osimhen, is he? How old is Osherman? Who is younger? So Osherman is 26. So Osherman is younger than Gyökeres. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So listen, if Gyökeres feels that trophies are important, which of course they are for any player, I'm thinking Osherman, who has been talking a lot of the right things, the positive things when it comes to United. We'll take Osherman, man. I will not complain. I will not complain so long as we get a proven goal scorer, man. Ideally, you want to get a Premier League proven player, but of course, who would we sign up if it's not him? Delap? Come on, man. Delap is another one that's going to be a potential, which I don't want to sign a potential striker. We already got one. Rasmus, right? Let's see. Are you guys saying, how do you know I'm mediate? Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Laurie Whitwell is saying that Manchester United board are determined to ensure those who are well paid are able to play regularly, right? They said that while they're looking at Luke Shaw, Casemiro, and them. Right? They're saying that Manchester United wants to avoid having large wages sidelined for an extended period of time. The club has made fitness a priority for new signings. It should always be in that way. I don't know why now they're sticking with it, but this is good. I like this. It's a different approach. So they'll be looking for players like, Dorgu type of players, right? Players that, when you look at their injury record, is pretty much clean. Nothing too crazy. But you would think that they've already been doing this. But I guess they didn't really prioritize it as much in the prior years where the players that were signed, which is, again, madness, right? Same thing with Mason Mount. We knew Mason Mount had some injury issues. What do? Sign. Give him the number 7 shirt. Now the number 7 shirt feels like it's been retired because we don't see it on the field, right? Our iconic number 7 shirt, we don't see it on the field, which is pretty sad. Lewis Skelly, Erling Haaland celebrating. Interesting, yeah. So it's one of those I'm glad that they're changing their transfer policy. They're trying to focus more on fit players. And one thing you can see, the likes of Dorgu, any game, if you watch Dorgu, man, the way this dude, he would fall and quickly jump up, no complaining, nothing, no time wasting, flopping, we call here in the US, no flopping. He goes down, boom, he jumps up, ready to go. Let's go. I like that. I like that from the kid. But again, Dorgu is built different, so they may want more of the Dorgus. All right, more of the Dorgu learning from Bruno. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true. All right, but Bruno will complain, but Bruno is also available every time, right? And that's what we want. We want players who are available, always there, to help the manager. Because imagine, Ruben, he looks at the dressing room, he looks at the medical bay, he sees Mount over there chilling, he sees Luke Shaw, which he knows he could use if he can stay fit. It's frustrating for the manager because you're like, okay, how am I supposed to build a team here with players getting paid crazy money and they're not available? So, yeah, it's crazy. Only Ronaldo fans can. That's funny, man. So if we were to go for Gonzalo Inacio, that's another one that is our target in that defense. Inacio is going to cost United 45 million. Gonzalo Inacio, because we're going to bring in a center back. All right, we're going to be bringing a center back. So Inacio, I like it. I definitely like him. Again, center back that we're going to bring in. Branthwaite is ridiculous. Everton, they were wanting 70. Now they're telling us it's going to be like 50. Inacio, 45. Maybe we can work out a deal with Sporting, bring it down a little bit more. or a longer payment plan, we're cooking. Henry, what's going on, man? I have a career mode and I got Szoboszlai. He turned to 90 overall. Wow. And made him my captain. You made Szoboszlai your captain? And he won 2 Ballon d'Ors. Wow. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ada Guler. No, Ada Guler is going to stay at Madrid, man. He said he wants to fight for his position at Madrid. All right, so we're not gonna see Ada leave. All right. Barada was talking about the player salaries. He's saying the issue of player salaries will be at the heart of the Manchester United transfer planning. Club executives will attempt to be restrained. All right. Keyword there, restrained on deals for new signings, and determine that those who are paid well are to be future regular players. All right. So restrained, meaning that we're not gonna be shelling out crazy money. All right. We're gonna be stingy, and if you want to get paid certain amount, you gotta make sure that you are playing, man. I don't know how they can guarantee that. Right, of course, if the player is healthy, they can play, but players do get injured. So what do? If they're injured and then they're getting paid over 250,000, what are you gonna do? Have him on the field with crutches, going for the ball? It's but I don't know how that you're gonna enforce that. Or maybe put in an incentive where you get paid. For example, if you're injured, all right, you have a certain time to maybe help try to get back on the field. After that, they start chopping off your salary. And when that happens, it could motivate some people to get up and work hard. All right, so it's one of those. It's one of those. We shall see, but yeah, definitely this new transfer policy is interesting. Diogo Costa from Porto has also emerged as a potential target for Manchester United this summer. According to Give Me Sports sources, the Portugal international has long been on United's radar and has a release clause written on his contract. How much is it? I don't know. All right. Interesting stuff. I know, right, Tony? Inject you, go back and play. All right. So it's interesting. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Other news: Manchester United and West Ham are interested in Udinese's Umar Solat. The Premier League clubs have tested the waters for the centre back, whose current deal in Udinese runs out in 2027. Yeah, man, this centre back position is going to be very interesting. Because we know that Ruben Amorim, he wants a specific type of center back, someone who can play, basically like in the middle of the park, advance the ball in the middle of the park, to kind of squash that the opponent's back line. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see who we bring in, especially in that center back position, right? But Maguire is going to be there. Maguire ain't going nowhere. Right, he got that his 1 year contract extension, but the reports that we're seeing that they were talking about giving him another year after this one that we just gave him. No, I think this should be it. This 1 year that we extended next summer, Maguire has to go. All right, he definitely has to go. Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, I see here that of course KOBBIE Mainoo, we already talked about it. The guy is on 20,000 a week. Salary. Definitely he deserves a pay rise, but of course nothing to like 180 or 200K like that. No, nothing to that level. So I'm sure they're going to come up with a deal and he's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, definitely, man. Maguire, when he has been okay in a back three, he can do the job. But honestly, Ruben Amorim doesn't want to play like that. He wants his defenders advancing the ball quick in recovery as well, right? So If it happens, all our back three defenders are in the middle of the park. We lose the ball. We should be able to track back quickly and be able to cover. So we should expect the center backs that we're going to bring in to be those kind of center backs, quick on the feet, comfortable on the ball, and that's why it's we're gonna miss Licha big time, especially Ruben Amorim really liked Licha because first of all he's left-footed center back and he's one of those defenders who can actually take the ball from the goalkeeper and actually drive into the middle of the park, get into attack and all this. So Licha could do that, right? So yeah, ball playing center backs, exactly. That's the word. Yeah, ball playing center backs. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, we may need to really Messi fan. Come on, man. This was interesting, right? Ruben Amorim nominated for the Premier League Manager of the Month award for the month of March. This is interesting. Okay, Ruben Amorim. I mean, you drew one game and you won one game. It gets you in this Manager of the Month category. It's Ruben Amorim, Nuno Espirito Santo, and Fabian Hosler for Brighton. So it's interesting being nominated in that lineup. But yeah, Licha there. Yeah, Licha is a very important player for Ruben Amorim in his system. All right, so yeah, he is definitely gonna be that guy. We hope that he comes back and he's not gonna be injury prone, man. I mean, that would really suck because he can still do a job for us. But if he's one of those now coming back, knowing that okay, every so often he gets these injuries that rule him out for the whole season, then we may need to look to offload him, right? Which would be sad, right? Which would be sad. Let's see. Our Varane was saying that he did an interview saying, listen, I have won everything at Real Madrid and left to join Manchester United. I don't regret it. He said he really enjoyed his time at United. But that's another one, man. It's sad that he was so injury prone too, man. Because Varane in that back three, for example, he would have played very well under Amorim. Yeah. Let's see. What else we got going on over here? I know you're having a laugh with Messi. Yeah, Norwich, you guys are too funny, man. Yeah, this picture of Heaven leaving wearing a boot at Carrington. First of all, coming in, he didn't have a boot coming in. If I'm not mistaken, I don't see the boot, but when he was leaving, he had a boot on. So I hope it's nothing, just a precautionary thing. Because, yeah, dude, we definitely need him back ASAP. I see there's one here. So Alex Ferguson faced a title-winning Wolfsburg side in Germany with he had Kuszczak, Park. He had only one defender on the pitch, 8 midfielders, and a striker who was like, it's crazy. He had Kuszczak, Park, Fletcher, Carrick, Evra, Gibson in the midfield, Scholes, Nani, Anderson, Welbeck, and Owen up top. And he was able to win with that. One defender. That is crazy. Crazy. And listen, and people sit here and they compare Ferguson to Pep. Come on, man. You cannot. Ferguson was the true GOAT, all right, of the game. Pep over here, like a few injuries, he cannot perform. Let's see. I know, man. Norwich is it's funny. Uh, uh, let's see. I'll put this on the Discord. You guys can check it out. Because one defender. All right. We got that. All right. Let's see what else we have interesting today as far as the news front. David Ornstein asked on his on outgoings. He says that it is impossible to put numbers on these things, on number of outgoings that United is going to have, but the candidates are obvious. Eriksson, Evans, Heaton, and Lindelof are on course to be out of contract this summer. So right there, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those guys are out. So you would expect some or all of them to leave. Anthony, Malacia, Rashford, and Sancho are currently out on loan. So are clearly players United are prepared to part ways with. Right? So that is, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are 8 players right there. Should be out the door. Another example is Casemiro. And then we need to keep an eye on the likes of KOBBIE Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho. That is 10 players right there. There are players I don't think United actively want out, Garnacho and KOBBIE Mainoo, right? But if suitable offers arrive and the club decides to entertain them for the football and financial purposes, the movements will be there, right? Inevitably, some younger guys will move on as well. So busy summer ahead at Old Trafford. This is according to The Athletic. Listen, man, when it comes to Athletic, they're really plugged in. Their information is usually pretty good. All right, so this is definitely going to be interesting. Again, people, if you're not on the Discord, go ahead and hit that link. Join the Discord community. That way, we can continue touching base after we head on out of here. All right. Let's see what else interesting on the news front. Let's see. Yeah, this was interesting, but we talked about the other day the transfer business under Ineos. Heaven 1 million, Mazraoui 17. Yeah, man, dude, 17 million. What a bargain, right? What a bargain. It's incredible, right? 17.1 million for Nusir Mazraoui. And this guy, the way he's balling, giving us, I would say, 7 out of 10 consistently, right? That's crazy. Matthias de Ligt, 42.7. Excellent deal, right? And again, future captain right there, Matthias de Ligt. Joshua Zirkzee, 36.5 million. Again, come on. The guy is finally coming around now, saying, okay, this is what I can do for this team. And he looks like he has a role. He has a role in this team. So, which is, again, good to see. The only 9.5 I know. I don't think I've ever heard someone say, yo, I'm not really a 9. I'm not really a striker. I'm a 9.5, right? So if somebody asks you, do you know any 9.5 strikers? Joshua Zirkzee. And then you got Lenny Yoro, 58.9 million, right? Listen, Lenny Yoro, we paid that much because Real Madrid wanted him, right? Madrid wanted him. So we had to kind of, pay a little bit more. And of course, we offered him a chance knowing that, hey, you come to United, you're playing. All right. And we saw him. The kid, apart from the injury that he had, once he go back, he has gotten some game time. And if he went to Real Madrid, that would not have happened. Right. Well, again, this season, maybe because they had a lot of injuries. But I think a huge selling point for most of these young players is we give you a chance to actually knowing that, hey, if I come in, I'm going to get game time. Right. So that is awesome. Patrick Dogu, 30 million. So listen, United, right now I'm at a position where I don't care about names anymore. Okay. We get more of the Patrick Dogu type of players that 100 million that we're going to spend on Tyler Dibling, Wilcox, Vivell, everybody, go and find more of the Dogus for that money. Get us 3 of them for that 100 mil. then we'll be cooking, right? Manu Ugarte, 50.7 million. Again, we needed to figure out a solution for that 6. And listen, Ugarte, yeah. So total fees that Ineos have paid is 237.9 mil. All right, that was how much they spent. And interestingly, I'm saying, how would you rate their transfer business out of 10? I don't know, man. I think last transfer window, I could give it a good 7.5 maybe out of 10. I don't know about you guys. Those players that we signed, I think that's some decent business right there. Yeah, exactly. Dog will be one of the future for sure. Future GOAT. Yep. AKS, it says, was Madrid interest legit, or did we get bent over for cash? It was legit, man. It was legit. He said it. I don't know if you saw that interview he did with the Rio. Before he even did that interview, he did say that, yeah, Madrid were genuine, right? It was genuine interest for Madrid. So yeah, dude, there were some news outlets. They're calling Euro Mbappe of defense or something like that. You know, so he was highly rated. So we got a good one there. You know, and it's one of those when we were getting linked with him. I never, sometimes whenever a player gets linked with Madrid, you automatically kind of know you're not going to get that player, right? So when we got him that summer, we were like, yo, this is different, right? And then Ineos were just coming in. So a lot of people were like, yo, Ineos are cooking, man. They're able to get Euro. That's crazy. Kiyoshi, Wagwan. How you doing, sir? Once he gets comfy. Yeah. Once he gets comfy. But yeah, so 237 million spent on Heaven, Mazraoui, Matthias de Ligt, Joshua Zirkzee, Lenny Yoro, Patrick Dogu, Manu Ugarte. That's some good business right there. All right, that's some good business. What's the celebration stuff being investigated? Yeah, man, that's weird. UEFA announced they have opened an investigation into celebrations of Rudiger, Ceballos, Mbappe, and Vini after Real Madrid versus Athletic game at the Metropolitano. What did they do? One of the celebrations that Rudiger was doing one of these, I don't know. Kiyoshi say, I'm good. What's going on? The usual stuff, man. Stories that KOBBIE Mainoo is leaving. United could be parting ways with KOBBIE Mainoo, which we think it's mostly fake news. I don't think it's going to happen. They're going to drag it until we get too close to maybe the end of the transfer window, and then we get pictures that KOBBIE Mainoo has agreed contract. Now it could be one of those Ineos know they cannot really spend big, so they're trying to do some creative marketing, right? That, and of course Tyler Dibling, 100 million, ridiculous. He's worth maybe 40, but United they value Tyler Dibling big time, like one of their dream transfer. He's highly rated, in Ineos team, and apparently Ruben Amorim also highly rates Tyler Dibling. But I was saying, I don't even think Ruben Amorim knew about Tyler Dibling when he was at Sporting. So I don't know how could he be Ruben Amorim's dream signing. I don't know, man. It's one of those. But yeah. But again, yeah. So Dibling is highly rated. So United, they are definitely going to go after him and try to see if they can secure a deal. So it's interesting. Of course, Wilcox and Dibling did work together at Southampton. So there may be a deal there that could be worked out. I don't know how they're going to, Southampton already said 100 million. All right. I don't know how low can you come from that number, right? You cannot start 100 million and then, end up paying 40. Now, it could very well be one of those some back end deal. Say, hey, listen, put his price up there to maybe kind of keep some of these vultures out. and then United were gonna come in, maybe drop a 60 for Dibbling, and then people over here, but yo, you saw what Ineos did? Dibbling was 100 million, man. We were able to get him for 60, knowing that basically that was the price that Southampton wanted anyway, right? So it's ridiculous. Yeah, Southampton means 100 million quarters. 100 million quarters for sure. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. The owner of their club bought Southampton for 100 million. Now the whole team was bought for 100 million, and they're asking for 100 million for one player who is not even proven potential. Come on, man. They're not going to pull our pants down. All right, not today, not anymore. All right, but in this summer, we're still going to face that issue. When United come, they're going to get that United tax. Is Dibbling Ronaldo? Exactly, right? Even yeah. Come on, 100 million? No such thing. It will never happen. 100 million by foot for sure. Yeah, I see reports that Trent Alexander-Arnold is expected to play in the Club World Cup with Real Madrid. Really? Interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. So by then he will already be a Madridista. Interesting stuff. Let's see what else is going on. So according to Stephen Railston, Manchester United will be looking for around 70 million for Kobbie Mainoo if they choose to sell him this summer. And now, guys, 70 million. That's some good money, right? I was gonna say maybe the number got messed up. Not 100 million, maybe 10.0 million. Just missed the decimal point. There you go, right? So, guys, listen. So this price tag, right, 70 million. Someone comes for Kobbie Mainoo and offers Ineos 70 million. Do you think they're going to turn it down? I think they may take that money. 70 million. Because I don't think Garnacho is going to bring us 70 million. Yeah. No. Kobbie Mainoo, not for sale. Not for sale. No, he's not for sale. We're offering 70 million. Well, listen. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, okay? Let's sit down. Let's talk about this, okay? Yeah, we'll take the 70 million, right? Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, they'll be taking the money. But listen, Kobbie, we really want to keep you, but 70 million. Do you know what we can do with 70 million? We can probably get like 2 players for that price. Like that is a 2 dogu. Kobbie Mainoo, 70 million is a 2 dogu. If we talk about in dogus, right? If you think about Tyler Dibbling, 100 million. How many dogus is that? 5 dogus. Come on, man. Yeah. So yeah, I think if someone gives us that money, yeah, we're gonna take it. And honestly, we can take that and actually bring in maybe 2 players who fit perfectly in an Amorim system, right? Yeah, and I'm telling you, we're gonna be talking in dogus, 70 millions, about 3 players, yeah, in dogus, for real. Oh, maybe 2 players. I mean, 3 million. It could be 3 players because that 70 million pure profit first of all coming in, and then the way we've been doing it, when we buy these players, we don't pay the whole thing up front, right? So I don't know. We can maybe imagine 3 players, each of them 50 million. And then we divide that by 5 years. That's how we're doing it with the likes of Onana, Euro. Divide that by 5 installments. And then you can use maybe that 70 million to pay those installments to start with. So you're getting those 3 players through the door. You've already made the first payment, and then we keep it going like that. Because that's why Sir Jim was saying, even if we don't bring anybody in, we're writing a check for 100 million this summer because of those installment payments that we've been making for those players, right? The players that we signed in the past. So it's one of those. So that 70, again, is going to look nice on our books, and it's going to help us, invest in building that team that we're trying to build, because the Ineos know that they need to build the team, right? This is it. This is the season where they need to have significant players coming in, proper players in Amorim's system. Amorim is their guy. So they need to find creative ways to help him out. And if they think about it, well, someone may say, well, Kobbie Mainoo really, I don't know, he doesn't really look fit. He fits perfectly in that Amorim system. What if we bring someone who can actually play better in the Amorim system, like someone who can hit the ground running without Amorim trying to figure out how to set him up in the system? It could be different, guys, Mazraoui is having a great season. Yep. He's always available, like Bruno, and almost always puts a shift in. Yeah, that's what we're saying. We like it. We like the likes of Maz, and we paid only 17 million, dude. 17. How many? Man. Imagine we get more of them people, more of the Mazraoui type of players. 17. 70 million could get us quite a few players. So they may be rolling like that, man. Mohammed, how you doing, Mohammed? Ronaldo come back to Man United, the best thing. Mohammed, smash that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, Mohammed. Welcome. We're not ready for Ronaldo caliber player yet. He's worth 70 million. Yeah. So, man, yeah, I'm telling you, I think for that price, yeah, it would make sense to take that money, man. I'll be sorry to see him go, but if he's going to bring a player that is going to be available consistently, fits in the system, yeah. Anthony was speaking as well. He said, listen, I had a difficult times at Manchester United, but also very good times. I think it prepared me to be here today at Real Betis. Enjoying myself. My mind is here, and I'm very happy. He also said that, listen, when teams play the money that they paid for him, they know that they're buying a quality player, a good player, right? So he believes in himself. And listen, yeah, big up to Anthony, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Show Real Betis, show us the money. AKS is saying, can Cunha play Kobbie's role? Well, if we bring in Cunha comes in with a specific role. That number 10, Cunha can play in all the 3 positions up top. Left 10, right 10, and also he can play as a 9 if we need him. So Cunha is like ideal, man. Right? If we get rid of Kobbie, we're gonna bring in another center midfielder who can actually play whatever role, another 6, another 8, that kind of thing, right? Because ideally, we want to bring in someone who can replace Casemiro, for example, right? Also, it could be we need someone, if that someone replaces the like of Casemiro, because we're not expected to see Ugarte play each and every game. So we need that person who's going to come in, put in a shift, tenacity and grit in that midfield, like Ugarte type, quick, good on the ball, right? Box to box, that kind of thing. So we need that type of midfielder. So if that 70 million can get us one of those, and maybe a light right back, we will be all right. Money well spent. You sell a Kobbie, and you bring in 2 players. That's nice. And again, you were asking about Kobbie's role. Ideally, we don't really know in Amorim's system what is Kobbie's role. Really, we cannot say whenever we do our predicted lineups and stuff like that. Ideally in Erik ten Hag's system, we knew where Kobbie's going to play, right? In Amorim, he tried him as a 10. He tried him as a as a striker. So he was still trying to figure it out. Also, can the Fletcher boys gonna make? Yeah, I think the Fletcher boys are gonna make it, man. I think that no, I don't think it's gonna be this season, but maybe the following season. Yeah, they may make the team. We're gonna see a lot of youth players going forward for sure. All right, because again, whatever money comes in, I don't think we're gonna spend it all on bringing players. They may try to spend some and use some of it to pay debts and to pay back pays for some of these other players. Who knows, right? So it could be one of those. But it's interesting, man. I'm really looking forward to our summer transfer window. It is going to be a transformative summer. Looking forward to see us play that Amorim ball. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of the international break. I cannot wait to see our boys on the field. Right? I'm sure Amorim is back now, so we should expect a whole bunch of interviews. Because dude, there's a whole bunch of interviews, man. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. Other reports are saying that Alexander Isak will be one of the biggest talking points heading into this summer transfer window. Right? The Swedish forward is top target for several clubs, but are winning the Carabao. It won't change anything, but he's going to be that guy like everybody's going to be looking at. I see Arsenal going for him. I see Barcelona going for him. It's going to be interesting. Mo Iksan. Hello. Smash that like, Mo. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. All the way from Indonesia. What part of Indonesia, man? And let us know what team you support, Mo. Welcome. 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 Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, interesting. This is a very good question. I saw it, according to United's District on X, he's saying that what role would you like to see Mason Mount play for the remainder of the season? Very interesting. Squeegee! What's going on, man? Hope you're good, man. Hope you're good. Good to see you. Squeegee's going to the Forest game. Nice, dude. That is nice. Listen, man, we're going to get that win. All right? We're going to get that win. How far is the drive? Like what, 2 hours for you? Or do you hop on the train or you drive to the game? That's what's up, man. People, we have our own representative in that game. 2 to 3 hours. Oh, okay. Cool. Man, that's nice, man. I can only imagine how excited you are to go to see our boys in action. You're staying overnight? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, because the game it's going to be a late game and then coming back, and yeah, it's better to stay overnight. Okay, that's cool, man. That is cool. Squeegee, man, you got to join the Discord so you can share the videos and the pictures and stuff. All right. You can let the folks know, from the ground, our ground reporter for Man United Central, Squeegee, to post in the Discord last time. Yeah, man. Go ahead and do that, man. Yeah, that'll be neat. So people, if you're not on Discord, you're gonna be missing out. Basically, Squeegee you're gonna feel that you were there. All right, because the TV kind of doesn't do it justice, because you don't really, when you are sitting there on the grounds to see. Squeegee, did you practice the new Ruben Amorim song? Come on, man, you should know the lyrics. Okay, so you don't really hear the fans singing and stuff like that from your vantage point. Is can you imagine? It's pretty cool. Yeah. So that is awesome, man. Let's see what else we got going on. So do you think we have any chance in that Nottingham Forest game, Squeegee? What is your expectation going to that game? Are you expecting us to win or to draw? Yeah, it will definitely be tough because Nottingham Forest, man. I'll take a draw. At this point, dude, I think a lot of us will be okay with the draw. But you know, Rasmus has been in decent form. The man did a sue. Who knows what Rasmus can do now? He's not the same Rasmus. He has a little bit of swag. So Rasmus, he may get a chance and he may bury it. But Nottingham Forest, they're also playing with a lot of swag, man. It's gonna be tough. Our defense is gonna be tested. I want to see a good performance first. Absolutely. If we perform well and lose, I'll be happy. There you go, man. That's how it is. Same here. I want to see. I don't want us to lose, obviously, but I want to see that what in the last couple of games, what we've seen, that the players are understanding the Amorim system. We want to see more of that, right? And I want us to see our front three or wing backs actually, stretching the play and crossing the ball, cutbacks, those kind of things, and of course Onana is going to start, so we hope not to see any goofy mistakes from Andre Onana. Then it will be good. And of course, man, I keep on forgetting Bruno, and Bruno is going to be quarterback in the game, so we should expect some madness from Bruno. It's exciting, man. Just the thought of seeing our boys back. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And some of them didn't really go on international duty, like Xerxes, Garnacho. They'll be chopping their bits, ready to go, right? And also, the reports are saying that all the players that went on international duty came back fit, no injuries, happy days, right? 70. Yeah. All right. Tony, can you do the honors, please? It should be, let's see. Okay, I see it right here. Let me just do this, do that, do this. Yeah, let me drop the... All right, I've dropped the link right there. There you go. Tony got you, man. See, Tony, man. Listen, Tony, you are the man. All right. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. If you do get stuck, man, Tony can help you out. Chelsea and Manchester United are internally discussing the Cole Palmer, KOBBIE Mainoo swap deal. No way. All right, that's fake news. Has to be fake news. I'm seeing this. This is from, who's this? Yeah, fake news. Disregard. Cole Palmer, KOBBIE Mainoo. No. This I had to take care of mod duties. You know what, Tony? You are the man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, so this, I keep on seeing this report. Everybody's reposting it, that the whole Manchester United could be looking to bank that 70 million from KOBBIE Mainoo. Cole Palmer is a United fan. Yeah, I know, man. He is. But a swap deal, Chelsea will not do that, right? Chelsea will not do that. Chelsea, they're crooks. All right, they'll find a way to say, "Hey, here you go, United. Take some money. Take 50 million for KOBBIE," and then of course, we're broke. We may agree on that deal, but swap deal with Cole Palmer, no, I don't see it happening. Even though Cole Palmer has had, like, the last couple of games, he's kind of slowed down, right? So it will be interesting. And listen, talking about KOBBIE Mainoo, remember Paul Scholes had said this about KOBBIE Mainoo. He says that he is the nearest thing I've seen to Zinedine Zidane in taking a ball, receiving the ball, cruising past people. Paul Scholes said that about Kobbie Mainoo. Those are big words right there. You know, that is crazy. That is crazy. And Paul Scholes, man, Paul Scholes, he was a different level of a midfielder, man. Paul Scholes, what a baller. Let's see what else we got before we jump out of here. I did see something that apparently, guys, I don't know if you saw this. The transfer window, the Premier League agreed to change the transfer window, so the transfer window actually will open June 1st, so like a month early. So we'll have at least we'll have the whole month of June, the whole month of July, and whole month of August for transfers. That is pretty crazy. All right, yeah, Squeegee, welcome, man. Good to have you. Welcome. All right. So it's going to be at least 3 months worth of transfer. But the problem is, United, the whole month of June, I don't think we're going to do any business. Reason being, our fiscal year, it actually starts from July and ends June 31st. Right. So if we do any business in that month of June, it's going to impact, first of all, where the money is going to come from, because we need to offload players, right? And it's going to impact the PSR situation, our bottom line, right? Because we cannot get into any more debt or anything like that. So any business that we're going to do most likely will be after July. So the whole month of June, we're not going to, I don't see us doing any business. But they have changed that. So yeah. Interesting. But after July 1st, because any type of business you do from July 1st will go into next year's books. So it looks better, right? But now bringing in any more debt or any type of crazy money movement, it will hinder us, because if we couldn't do business in January window, we're not going to be able to do it in June either, because there was a reason we couldn't do business in January, because we didn't have any money, right? So it's one of those. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, so from June, the window's open. Victor Jokeres scores 3 goals on Saturday. Yeah, 1906. What up? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. I saw some reports, man. Over here we joke like Anthony's the GOAT. In sporting, the admin for Real Betis, they're calling Anthony the GOAT, right? They're calling Anthony the GOAT, man. So it's very interesting. When I saw that today, I was laughing. I was like, yo, we're calling him the GOAT over here. In Real Betis, they rate him like crazy. They're like, listen, forget about Vini, forget about all these other players. We got Anthony in our team. So I don't see Anthony leaving Real Betis, man. They're gonna give us the money. 1906 is saying Corinthians just beat Palmeiras in Brazilian Cup. Oh, well, for real? The pace. Memphis scored. Wow, that's what's up, Memphis. Okay, Memphis Depay. How come he's I thought he would be trending. Yeah, Memphis. Ever since he went over there, man, he has been playing well. So big up for him. Good to see. But it just happened. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's see what else we got real quick before we roll out. Yeah, guys, I think we got everything, man. People. It's been over an hour and change. I appreciate you guys. You guys are legends. But again, the question is United going to take that 70 million for Kobbie Mainoo? Or they say, you know what? He's not for sale. You can take your money and go. Ineos, are they going to do this? I don't know. Ideally, we want to keep our talent. But money talks, as they say. Money talks. And especially we're trying to rebuild the team. We need the money. So let's strap in and prepare ourselves for some. Some people will be disappointed if he does leave, but leaving 70 million, I don't know. If I don't see you, dude, Squidgy, if I don't listen, we're here, same time, same place. I appreciate you. See you in the Discord, brother. All right, people, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for smashing those likes and hitting the subscribe. Guys, I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourself. Stay blessed. Peace.